cooking. Hello. 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 I don't know how long I'll be able to keep going for this, but I just can't sleep. Let's see. Hello. 1 second. I need to make Okay. How to eat water? Sure. Do you want to know or do you want me to draw it? I can do both. So, what is a conundrum? How's it going? J, D, K, D, 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 J, J, N, D, E, K, R, F, J, F. How's it going? Thinking here. Good, good. You've got me thinking here. What do I do? Mr. Fluffy Muffins, yo, how's it going? Good to see you. Welcome, 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 welcome in. It's obviously not. I haven't even started. No, no. No, it's not, Lucas. You're seeing me draw. This is literally live drawing. I don't know. It's literally, look, see my hands, 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 hands. I don't know how to show more proof than me sitting down to actually draw it in person. Okay, do you think AI would generate a guy who looks like me? It's nothing. I don't know. You're making me do actual cartooning, Mr. Fluffy Muffins, so... which is theoretically what I wanted to learn how to do when I started this, so thank you. No, Mr. Okay, he's morally banned, if not actually banned. Yep. How is everybody? Okay, I admit I am. I don't know how to prove it. I thought this would be pretty undeniable proof that I'm not AI. You can see my fingers though. You can see mine. I know you are. I'm yes-anding you, my friend. I'm yes-anding you. It's funny how Lucas immediately conceded the second somebody accused him of being AI. You're not trying to hide anything, are you, Lucas? Okay. How to eat. Water. It's not the best drawing in the world, but realistically, not the best drawing I've ever done in the world. But Lucas, you want to draw Walter White? Sure, I can do Walter White. That's something I can do. I've been rewatching clips from Malcolm in the Middle. If people know that show, it was what Bryan Cranston was in beforehand. It was actually my favorite show as a kid. Well, one of my favorite shows as a kid. I used to watch that a lot. It's coming back, so they're doing a little mini-series reunion. So I thought about kind of want to rewatch it fully. Thank you. It's Prince. So JDK, DDDJ, NDEK, RFJJ. No, I've had enough food. I have touched grass. I've seen it. I've seen it when I look outside. When I look outside my window occasionally. I know it exists. Honestly, all the grass is dead right now, so I guess I haven't. Yeah, I've heard about it. In theory, I know of it. I mean, real talk, it's winter right now, so all the grass is currently dead, so I don't think I've actually touched any grass. Lucas, are you possibly across the equator? Hello, hello. If you're... Well, Lucas, let's talk about how this thing called the equator works. Yes, so it's summer right now in Brazil. Hello, Tunk. How's it going? How is Brazil at the moment? How's Lula? We're doing good. We're partying. I'm trying to draw Walter White. Well, JDKDDJNDEKRFJ. I'm a little bit. Yes. Fish love to go fishing. It's their secret shame. Sorry, it's late at night. I'm a bit tired. I couldn't sleep. I'm there with you, my man. It's 3 o'clock for me. I need to get to sleep, but I've just been pacing all night. Okay. Let's try this for real. Nice. How's it going, Toucan? What you up to? What sort of night terrors are keeping you up? Uh, yeah. I see what you're saying, JD. I see what you're saying. God, I'm sucking tonight. I'm just sucking. Ugh. I couldn't sleep. I'm a better artist than this. Not necessarily much better artist, but I am a better artist than I'm doing tonight, guys. I'm sorry. Rin! Good to see you, Rin. Good. Hope you're doing fantastic. Oh, any big things coming up or just general social anxiety? Nice, Rin! Congratulations. Are you done with your tests? I can imagine so. I can imagine so. Mezzy. Okay, Mezzy. I'm sorry to hear that. What's the first thing you're going to do after the test? Hey! I unfortunately will be out of the country, but I don't know. I won't be streaming for about a week coming up, which because I'm going out of the country, but I'll be on a trip, so. Okay, take your pencil. Take your pencil in your hand and start moving it along the paper. From there, it should all work itself out. I mean, if you want to watch, there's tons of really good tutorials from people who know a lot more than me about how to actually draw. I could give you some actual recommendations if you want. There's a few guys I follow. Have you ever heard the adage? Okay. That art, those who can't do teach. Rin. That's where I am. That's why I'm the art teacher. No, I don't know. I mean, really, a lot of it is just practicing over and over again until you get better. I'm not better tonight. Ugh, I'm really struggling tonight, man. I'm just tired. Okay, it was nice meeting you. Oh, call in sick. Call in sick and say you found a better. Call in sick. Say that you're hanging out with us. I dare you to call in sick and say you're hanging out with us. So you met a really cool streamer that you like, who seems really cool, and you just want to watch their stream for an hour or two. They will understand. You know, maybe I'll try and sneak one more stream while I'm in Canada. We'll see. I can't guarantee it, though. Unfortunately. Best fucking time to stream of the year. I'm gonna be trapped in frozen Canada. Jesus. Bye. Okay. I don't mind going to Canada, but I'm quite shocked we're going in the middle of December. I thought we usually reserve going up there for like summer months. I'm drawing Walter White, or I'm trying to at least. Really? Canada's nice. It's cold, man. It's just very cold. Do it. Water White. That's the sequel you haven't heard about. There's actually, this is kind of forgotten, but there was this kind of, after Breaking Bad came out, there was this random guy on Kickstarter who decided he was going to start a Breaking Bad sequel. Now, did he have the rights to the TV show Breaking Bad? No, but he did work in catering for several major networks. And he wanted Val Kilmer and Slash. It was Slash he wanted from Slash to play the protagonists. It's Rin. Where's that? Lucas. Yeah. Did you guys ever see Malcolm in the Middle? There we go. Nobody up at this time is from the US, except several people that are. Okay, there we go. There's Walter White. Yeah, it's quick. It's quick, and I could have done better with a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna take it as a win. You guys are very kind and generous. Okay, what do we want to draw next? I've been to Egypt. Fun fact about me: when I was like 10 or 12, I went to Egypt with my family. Okay. Little Nightmares. Is there any specific character you want me to draw? Okay. I can do that. Sorry.
Hey, I'm feeling a little sneezy.
Sorry. Does that mean you're tired? It just died. Sorry. Sorry. Sucks. I'm gonna try this again. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm just not doing good. I'm just not doing good tonight. This is probably gonna be my last. This is probably either I might try and do one more stream tonight, just so we end on a high note for the next few weeks. But we'll see. So it's either gonna be this stream or tonight's stream, but I'm tired. Sorry, I'm tired. I get frustrated with myself with art all the time because I'll do really good and then I'll do really bad and then it's just so, sorry. It's just so frustrating, really it is. yeah, we'll see. Sorry. Yeah, I haven't been, I couldn't get to sleep. Ren, what is your favorite? I don't think I ever asked. What is your favorite food? What's your favorite food? I've never had that before. I don't know what that is. Oh, man. Yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah. Oh, this sucks. Okay. Here she is. I could do better. Okay. Yeah, this just sorry. I'm sorry. I was not doing great. I'm not. Oh man, I'm so tired, guys. But I can't sleep. Okay. Thank you. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, Lucas, tell me. Do you follow wrestling? Lucas Wren, do you follow wrestling at all? Oh, you do? Who's your favorite? Do you follow pro wrestling at all? Professional wrestling. You know, the real type of wrestling from like WWE and stuff. Not that fake wrestling they do at the Olympics. What did you like to do in WWE? Because I feel there's like a certain type of there's a certain type of player in the WWE who likes to do a very specific thing with WWE games. Oh yeah. Well, that's the same thing now. They are owned by the same company now, the WWE and UFC, which is weird. Who's your favorite UFC guy? Ooh, I'm excited. Excited to see. What did you send? Oh, that's so cool. So cool. Ren is a really cool artist, by the way. You should check the Discord. Ren posts stuff there. is this person? Yeah, I saw that. That's really cool. I don't care. It's fine. I used to really give a shit about like channels and stuff. I don't care anymore. Yeah, I was thinking. I just remembered. Yeah, like Brazil dominates that shit. All the time. I don't care all that much about where you post stuff. It's fine. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. Who's your favorite team? Oh. I mean, Rin, we do have. I do have an art thread. That's where people usually post all that stuff. If you want to remember if you want to post there. I did make everybody else do it, although I don't really care all that much anymore. But if you want to post there, yeah, it is. There's a thread called art if you want to post there. Since I made everybody else do it, I guess I gotta be fair, but I also don't care all that much. Well, as I'm the owner of Manchester United, which drawing? I haven't posted anything on my art thing for a bit, but which one? Yeah, it is funny that we call it football. Well, okay, so the story behind that is football is actually a genre of sports. Hey, Akima. So football is actually I looked into this how this all started. So football is actually a genre of sports. It's like a type of category of sport. So it means that rugby. So stuff like rugby, American rules football, which is officially called gridiron football, all kind of come from it, and particularly the original rules of football. And and the type of soccer that is played most popularly, like football that is played most popularly in the rest of the world, is actually officially called association football. I don't know, but that's just kind of how it works. I think it does. It is painful. I have many opinions about the game. So okay, so what happens is, and particularly, I saw a game played of the original rules of football, and one of the key difference, what changed was the actually is the goal. So the original rules in the 1800s, the goal didn't have a top. It was just two lines, and all that mattered was you get over the line if you get it in the thing. So American football kept that rule, whereas association soccer put a bar up, and that's where the shift happens, because the two games were actually very similar up to that point. Anyway, so the reason why you call it association soccer, why we call it soccer to begin with, is that soccer, despite how much the English complain about Americans calling it soccer, it's actually an English word, like it comes from England, and it's Cockney rhyming slang for association soccer, which is a thing the English like to do. That's a lie. That's fake news. And I think basketball might actually be classified as a. Have you noticed? Okay, Lucas, Red, Kima. Have you noticed that a lot of sports are essentially the same thing? It's just. I was thinking about this. Okay. Basketball, hockey, all types of football, rugby, association, and gridiron. Hockey, lacrosse, water polo. Yeah, okay, let me think. What's the other one? Horse polo, handball, pretty much, yeah, they're all based around one idea: trying to get a thing past the opponent's goal. You notice, like, all of them have the exact same thing of getting it to the end of the field and past the goal. Like, and then it's like, that's one type of sport. Then there's like baseball, cricket. There was a few others that aren't as popular, like rounders. Yeah. I think you're right. You stay in one position and you try and, yeah. Have you ever noticed that? Like, I think about that a lot, like how a lot of sports are essentially the same sport. Then, like, there's Good. You're learning more important things. You're learning real useful historical things, like that, like how sports are all kind of similar when you really think about that. When you really think about it. You don't need science. You need like. Yeah, I think you're right. You're right, Lucas. When you it must be just like an absolutely like primal instinct. Yeah, just watch my streams. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of school. Listen, there's a lot of real. Listen, this is not. Yeah. Well, it must be very like war. It must feel very similar to war in some way, I imagine. Because what are the other? Okay, Lucas, when you really think about it, what are the other types of sports? There's who is the fastest is the other one. A lot of things are who is the fastest. In different modes and mediums, but it's who is the fastest. Like who can throw the thing the farthest, and who can hit the thing the farthest, and who can hit the other person harder. Yeah, and then there's aiming ones. Yes, you are objectively correct. And then there's aiming ones. Yeah, who can be the most precise? And those are really, those are the sports. Those are the sports that exist, I think. Yeah, and then performance. Yeah, exactly. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, when you break it down, there's only really a couple of categories of sport. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about pool. I was trying to think. Yeah. I was trying to like hell to think what sport you were talking. Yeah, pool, or billiards. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, billiards. Although I think billiards is actually a slightly different game. I don't know enough about pool, guys. I'm dumb. I know a lot about pro wrestling. What is your actual subject? That's a good question. That's a good question. I think it's a game. Thank you. I think it's a game. Because I think sport is defined as... can't help you there. Like physical activity. Like, I think the difference between a sport and a game is if you're exerting physical activity. That's cool. Yeah. So, fun fact about me, I grew up in Saudi Arabia. Can I speak a word of Arabic? No, but I did grow up there. Yeah. But can you believe? Okay, so there's a recurring bit here making fun of certain politicians, where we go like, can you believe they're making us learn Arabic numbering, Arabic numerals in school now? Ugh, this country. And the joke is we've always been learning Arabic numerals. Yeah. You've never been out? Wow. I was like Brazil. What country would you like to go to first if you were to go outside of Brazil? Yes, Rin has a colorful history. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's maps really do Brazil dirt. The standard map we have really does Brazil dirty because it's like, it's Brazil. I believe is as big as the United States or nearly as big. Yes, very dark history. But I've been to Greece. It is beautiful. I'd love to go to Greece. Which city? Where do you live in Brazil? You don't have to say like your exact address, but like your city. I recommend Greece. It's the way of things, Red. It's the way of things. Oh, you live in Rio, yeah. How do you... Which isn't the capital of Brazil, that's Brasilia. Brasilia, am I saying it right? That's the fact I know about Brazil. They are just secret letters. That's a fact I know about. I know a few facts about Brazil. You had to learn the band. You had to learn the band Rio's music. No, I don't. Really? I was for. What is the Hapsamini? What's the Miku Brazil thing? I don't know. You know, I don't keep up with memes. I do know. I do know who she is though. What's the Brazil thing? I believe Rin is referring to one thing, and I am definitely referring to a different thing. Do you know the band Duran Duran? Lucas. Do you guys know the band Duran Duran? Oh. Best band of the 80s. I'll defend that. One of the best bands of the 80s. I'll defend that point. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I know which one. Good. I know which exact one I'm going to draw too. Duran Duran. Patrick Nagel! Thank you. They had a very famous iconic. They had a very famous iconic cover that I'm going to draw. Yeah, I'll do this first. Go grab some food. So, who would you say is one of your favorite bands? Sand is real. I made a whole video about how much I like their cover. Anyway, Duran Duran. Yeah, they have a bunch of famous ones. Ooh, yes, that's a pretty one. But I'm drawing Rio. Don't use acronyms with me. I will not know who you're talking about. Who are you talking about? Oh, I love Gorillas. But who's RATM? Gorillas are awesome. I love Gorillas. Ragatama. I do not know who this band is. Tell me about them. Their name is... Oh, Rage Against the Machine. I know who Rage Against the Machine is. Yeah, it's like 4 in the morning for me. I'm not gonna get it. You're just gonna... Yes. I know Rage Against the Machine. I never get acronyms. People always will say like an acronym to me, and I'm like, I just don't know what it is. Yes, I too very much like Rage. I too think Rage Against the Machine is good. You mean Paul Ryan's favorite? Sorry, that was funny. That's an American joke. That's an American joke. You have to know who you have to be aware of who Paul Ryan is, and I don't know why anybody would want to be aware of Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan was Mitt Romney's running mate against Obama, and he was a famous kind of dope. He did eventually become Speaker of the House for a long time, which is like the second most powerful position in the U.S. politics. In a lot of ways, and he famously said Rage Against the Machine was his favorite band, which very much upset the guys from Rage Against the Machine. Yeah. Where I made a joke about American politics, and I'm explaining the context. You know what I hear? You know what I hear about Bears? They beat Battlestar Galactica. I think I heard that in a documentary some time ago. If you want a real laugh, look up Paul Ryan workout pics. This sucks. I don't know if you've heard about this, Brand, but Bears beat Battlestar Galactica. That's just... That happens in America. Well, here's the thing. That also happens in America. You'd be surprised how many right-wing politicians really liked Rage Against the Machine, and then they're like, when they find out what their actual politics are, they're like, how can they do this? How can they be political? And like Rage Against the Machine is like one of the most political bands in America. And you just find out, oh, they're just dumbasses who don't pay attention to the lyrics. Sorry, I'm a little bit on my high horse today. There's some politics stuff going on in the U.S. that's irritating me at the moment, so. For my own sanity, I don't talk about politics on here as much as I used to, but I'm very irritated today about some politics stuff. Yeah, that's it. That's it. And they just go like, yeah, it's. But yeah, some political stuff is bugging me today. Would you believe, to make my position, just so we know going forward, to make my position very clear about, I do not like a certain guy, and I do not like the current head of the U.S. I think he's kind of a garbage. Is living, breathing garbage. He was born of garbage. He will die of garbage. He is garbage all the way through. Nothing important. Anyways. That's as much as I'll get into it. I don't have. Yeah, it's a good field. So, yeah. I'll save this for my alternate channel where I complain about politics, and no, I don't have an alternate channel for politics. Let's just say, okay, if I could just go on, just a tiny rant, please forgive me. Please forgive me. Then we'll get back to just having fun. Recently, the director Rob Reiner was murdered by his son. It was very tragic. Very tragic. Rob Reiner, according to a lot of people, was a very nice man who him and his son had a very fraught relationship. And Rob Reiner was also a director I quite liked, and very tragically, his son. It's just horrible. His son killed him. His son killed him and his wife, and yeah, and it's terrible. And I've always liked a lot of Rob Reiner's movie. There's a lot of movies Rob Reiner has directed that I really love. This is Spinal Tap is one of my favorite movies. I didn't know the man personally, obviously, but from everything people have said, he was a really kind man who tried very hard to do good things for the world. And the fact that he died like that is just so terrible. Anyways, Trump, our current sitting president, has, of course, made it all about himself, has said absolutely vile things, and it upsets me greatly. And it's a gross thing. It's a gross thing that a sitting president has to do. Has done. There are plenty of gross things that Trump has done, but it's just, anyways. Like the time he insulted a mother who lost her child in a military operation he ordered. Anyways, I'll just that's all I have to say. I don't like that's, and that'll be it. That's all I wanted to say. And if people haven't seen it, they should look up. Yeah. If you haven't, look up, watch Princess Bride. Usually is one a lot of people really love. If you haven't seen that one, that's a very cute little. That's a very cute fantasy romantic comedy. Like fairy tale. It has a very. Yes. That guy sucked. I know about him. Yeah. Big Trump guy. So let's hope America follows suit. Did you hear, Lucas? I don't know if you heard about this. That they're making Jim Caviezel, the guy who played Jesus in Passion of the Christ, is making a movie about him. Jim Caviezel is a famous right-wing nut job nowadays. Anyways. Yeah, it's it's weird that and you could get it. Yeah, I haven't. What? The guy, Javier. How do you say it again? Jim Caviezel movie about Brazilian president. Belsaltra. How do you say it? Javier Belsaltra. The guy. The president in prison, the ex-president in prison. They're making a movie about him here in the U.S. Sir. See? Look. Yeah. Oh, I didn't read this part. It will be written by his one-time Secretary of Culture, Javier Belzaro. I know the name. I've never actually said. No. It's written by Belzaro's former president of culture, Secretary of Culture. Jim Caviezel is a famous right-wing nut job. Is nowadays a famous right-wing nut job. Like maybe the most right-wing and nut job. It's going to be very positive. It's written by a guy who used to work. Yeah. Aren't you excited for that? Doesn't sound like you're excited for that. But Rin, the Egypt moving its capital is going successfully, right? Everybody's happy with that decision, right? You're not in Egypt. You don't live in Egypt. Yeah, you told me you don't live in Egypt anymore, right, Ren? So you can make those comments without maybe getting in any trouble. Probably. But man, listen, really, the world isn't doing great at the moment. Just in general, I think pretty much everywhere is like kind of doing pretty garbagey. So yeah, Brazil is probably going to be in trouble, but like a lot of other places are also going to be in trouble. This sucks. Okay, let's go do a different round. Oh, come on. Sorry. I'm tired. So I don't think it's like unique to Brazil. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think the socialist revolution is right around the corner. I think it's going to collapse into something worse. But I don't know. We'll see. Yes. People. Have you ever heard? Okay. Do you guys know what, like... Okay, so here in the US... Okay, we're gonna get into real, like, serious political talk right now. Really? That sounds madness-inducing. Are you trying to get on Egyptian time? That sounds pretty terrible. Oh, I don't know. Whatever. Let's just let the conversation flow naturally. I guess I'm on this at the moment. Okay. So if I could very briefly talk to you about the coming plans for the world and what a lot of conservatives really want to do with America. And possibly, I don't know necessarily about other countries, but this is definitely the thought process here by like crazy conservative people. And it's, hey Akima, it's this thing called, we're talking politics, and this is a big thing that people like J.D. Vance, Elon Musk, Peter Thiel all believe. And it's called, and you can look this up, I'm not making any of this up, it's called the Dark Enlightenment, and it's this desire to permanently do away with do away with democracy, and return to a semi-feudal state where every city will be ruled over by a CEO king. Will be ruled over by a CEO king. See, the tech CEOs like Peter Thiel and Musk and Vance and a bunch of other people have this belief that the perfect run society already exists, and that is tech CEO startups. And thus, like Amazon and Facebook. They think is the perfect society. Thus, we need to get rid of democracy and have every city be run as small city states being ruled over by a CEO king. This is a real thing they believe. This is what they're working towards. I swear I'm not making this up. This is not a conspiracy. They've talked about this. They've talked about this openly. Yeah. Hopefully. I'm hoping, Lucas. I'm hoping you're right. I want to be optimistic. Peter Theidel to me is like. Do you guys know who Peter Theidel is? I think I'm saying this right. It's Peter Theidel, right? If you've never heard of Peter Theidel is like, is like the classic evil supervillain. Peter Theidel literally believes that democracy has to be killed for capitalism to survive. Like, he thinks capitalism isn't democracy isn't pro-capitalism enough. Peter Theidel also, this is a real thing he does, gets monthly injections of younger men blood. Like, he gets transfusions of blood from younger men in order to ensure that he'll live forever. Well, Brazilian democracy is isn't great. I have... Listen, man, isn't particularly great. Yeah. It's not... I also agree with you that modern democracy hasn't been the best for a while. I think that would be really awesome. But we'll see. Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, direct democracy on the scale that exists, on the American scale that exists, didn't used to be possible until now. I don't know. This is where my experience kind of dries up. I have a bunch of things I'm nervous about. I have a bunch of things I dislike, but I don't really have like the greatest solution for anything, other than I think maybe people need to stop being so fucking psychopaths, being a lot of psychopaths, and maybe not elect Donald Trump anyways. I would like to live in a world where, because of Star Wars movies, because people get mad that there's like a black person in Star Wars more than one black person in Star Wars movies, we want to overthrow the government and install a fascist dictator. I would like to live in that world, but ooh, that is a good question. I have a good answer for this. I'd like to live in. No, I was gonna say the John Wick universe, but what about you, Rin? I mean, that'd be a fun universe, at least. I don't know. I want to live in a world where it's like nice, like where mostly like where it's just nice people doing nice things. Which movie is that? Yeah. I mean, there's animals in nature right now. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Where would I want to live? Like, what's the most comfortable universe there is? I think. I think I would live in. I think I'd live in, like, I don't know. Let's see, what movie? Sure, I'm just gonna look at what movies I have. This is a good question, Ren. You asked a good question. Yes. Let's see. Ugh, one second, I gotta fix something. No, this is a good question. I just want to think about this for a minute because I want to pick something good. Oh, I know. I know. I have a good one. The Grand Budapest Hotel, or like any movie by Wes Anderson, really. A Wes Anderson movie. I would love to. I would love to live in a Wes Anderson movie. Or another one I'd love to live in. There's this movie called God Help the Girl. That's a more. I don't want to talk about Neil Gaiman. That's a more obscure one. But I really like. I would love to be like. Pennsylvania Hotel. That's a funny. Grand Budapest Hotel. I assume that's text to speech, speech to text. Yeah. but like a Wes Anderson movie. I'd pick a Wes Anderson movie. I'd live in like a Wes Anderson movie. That's where I'd want to live. Like, you know, beautifully designed houses and all that stuff. You know, everybody speaks fast and quick. It's the Grand Budapest Hotel. It is I really like that. Anyways, I'd love to stay. But then again, by the end of the movie, the Grand Budapest Hotel has fallen onto extremely hard times. But when it's nice, I want to live it when it's like nice. I don't know. There's a planet with like 3 suns. Like there's a dual star planet that I'd like to see. Have you ever seen a Wes Anderson movie, Luke? If you haven't, you should give it a look. Wes Anderson. W-E-S. Wes Anderson. Anderson. Here's what I'm gonna do. Wes Anderson. Boom. There we go. Looking for something fun to draw. Well, give it a look. There's some really great movies. He's real fun. See, it's funny. He's a director. Rushmore, Grand Budapest Hotel, The Darling Limited. It's see, it's funny. I always go by like directors or actors. Like if I like a director, I'll usually just watch a few other movies by. If I like a movie, I'll try and find other movies the director. Okay, go study. Question for you, Akima. If you could live in any movie, what movie would it be? See, I never answer superhero movie, because even though I love superheroes, the chance of you getting to be like a superhero or... See, to me, picking like a sci-fi or a fantasy universe is always It's really good. It's a really good movie. It's always a sucker's bet, because it's like... The assumption is always you get to be a superhero or a sci-fi hero, but like 9 times out of 10, you, me, everybody here, we're just going to be like the random civilians that have to run out of the way of like out of debris as we get attacked. And it'll be some other guy who gets to have all the fun. Some other guy who gets to do all the exciting things. So I always go for a universe that seems to be a lot. That's just fun. By the way, I want to clarify something. When I said I don't think Brazilian democracy is doing that great, it's not. It's not like I feel bad because it's like it's implying that I think American democracy is doing particularly well, and it's like I don't want to get into a lot of political discussion, but it's like, yeah, it's like, you know, the first time he won, I was like, okay, this is a stupid thing of the American political system because he didn't really win. He didn't really win. He lost the popular vote. But this time around, he won the popular vote, so it's just we're just stupid, and there's nothing I could do about that. Anyways, but yeah, I love Wes Anderson. I love Wes Anderson movies. I don't know. But yeah, I'm getting a sense that you like Green Lantern. Yeah, Green Lanterns. Are you excited for Lanterns? Are you excited for the Lanterns coming up? I am. Well, Rin, we're happy it didn't go through and you're here with us now. I think our world would be, I think we all agree that the world would be quite a bit bleaker without you in it. Yeah. We're happy to have you here. I need to remind me at some point. I need to add, but I'll add both of you guys to the preferred users list. There's this there's a whole thing. One thing I can't stand about YouTube is this preferred users list thing. It's really neat. It's really neat. I always need to keep constantly updating it. But YouTube makes it really obnoxious to keep updating it. But I want to put both of you guys on the preferred users list, so I need to remember to do that. What it does is if we get like an influx of trolls that are, because this has happened before, that like we'll keep starting new dummy accounts every few seconds, which has definitely happened before. I can just shut this down and put it to preferred users only, so only people I've explicitly cleared can chat. And I gotta remember to do that. You know what? I'm gonna do that right now. Lucas, Ren, you're both getting on the list. And Akima. I was sorry to hear that, buddy. Let's see. YouTube Studio. Give me but I'm putting you 3 on the list. Yay, I like good vibes. Good vibe. Good friends and good tunes. This might become a habit. Opportunity. Reach out and grab. Yeah. Reach out and grab. Moving right along. Footloose and fancy free. We don't. Moving right along. Okay, serious question. This will be the most serious question I ask anybody here. Oh, Christ, the settings changed. Who's your favorite Muppet? Answer honestly. Muppet. Who's your favorite Muppet? What? No, you watched this very American thing. There's so much we have to go over. So the Muppets, they're not quite a puppet. Okay, good. Bryn is picked good. Okay, Kima. Here's what you do. Get out of your chair, put out your arms, and start spinning around, making helicopter noises. There's actually a lot of Muppets. I'm not entirely sure which one you're saying. And make helicopter noises. Do that for a couple of minutes, and suddenly you'll find yourself quite calm. Blue-haired Muppet. Axel. Yeah, well, Axel. Usually people just pick like Kermit or something. Moving right along. Okay. Good luck, Bryn. Hopefully you get past those tests. Moving around. Footloose and fancy free. We don't. Yes, you've picked correctly. You've won 1 million fake internet points. Congratulations. There's actually a lot of Muppets. I'm never totally. Oh yes. Oh yes. From the Electric Mayhem, yeah. He's part of the Electric Mayhem machine. Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem machine, yes. Okay, fun fact about me. I was actually terrified of puppets for a long time as a kid. I had a very intense fear of them. And I just couldn't be around them. I was always afraid they'd eat me. What's your pigeon's name? I like pigeons. Yes. Well, he's part of a band. You picked correctly. That is funny. Okay. Saxophone is cool. That is also cool. Okay, guys. I think actually I'm getting pretty tired finally. My back is killing me. I do have a plane to catch in a day or two, and I can't have a sore back with it. So I'm gonna call it here. It was really nice meeting all my new friends. Really nice hanging out with all the old friends. Have a good day, everybody. I will. I want to try and stream one more time, but we'll see. We'll see before I go. But I don't know if I can. But it was really nice meeting all of you. Have a good night, everybody.